Welcome to West Wing Week.
Welcome to this special State of the Union edition of the West Wing Week. This week, the White House was a flurry of activity during the lead-up to and the rollout of the annual State of the Union address, with follow-up trips to Kansas and Idaho, the second annual Big Block of Cheese Day, and YouTube stars bringing their flair to the East Room to interview the president.
Guys, we are in the press briefing.
That's January 16th to January 22nd, or B is for believe.
B is for believe.
On Friday, the president hosted British Prime Minister David Cameron in the Oval Office, and at a joint press conference in the East Room.
That's good.
Happy MLK Day.
On Martin Luther King Monday, the first family participated in a community service project at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, to the delight of these little Picassos and Monets, Brontes and Angelus. On State of the Union Tuesday, the president was set to deliver his next-to-last State of the Union address. And for weeks, the White House had been buzzing in preparation. White House staff, Dr. Jill Biden, and Labor Secretary Tom Perez all called Americans from across the country to invite them to come to Washington to watch the address with the First Lady.
I am absolutely coming.
Good. Oh, that's great.
See what happens when you write a letter?
Some of these guests were there because they had written particularly compelling letters to the president. So in advance of heading up to the Capitol for the speech, they stopped by the Oval Office for a visit.
Yeah, this is the Oval Office. I guess I should show you around.
The small business loan was important. The ACA was important.
Rebecca was talking about just child care cost, and so that's one of the things we'll talk about tonight.
You're gonna rock it.
Well, we appreciate
You are
it.
gonna rock it. Yeah, you always do.
Then it was time to go. As the president made his way up to the nation's capital, millions of Americans tuned in to watch the address.
Understand, a better politics isn't one where Democrats abandon their agenda or Republicans simply embrace mine. A better politics is one where we appeal to each other's basic decency instead of our basest fears, where we talk issues and values and principles and facts rather than gotcha moments or trivial gaffes or fake controversies that have nothing to do with people's daily lives.
On Wednesday, the White House hosted its second annual virtual Big Block of Cheese Day. Senior staff and cabinet officials answered your questions on social media about the policies that the president had presented in the State of the Union address the night before. Meanwhile, the president traveled west to Idaho and Boise State University, where he discussed some of the main themes in his State of the Union address.
Really appreciated your comments last night about access to community college nationally is really important to me.
But first, he stopped in at the new product development lab in the Microengineering Center to check out some of their latest breakthroughs.
You can accelerate Moore's Law a little faster because you can start getting smaller, cheaper.
Did you go to engineering school?
No, but I know this stuff. Francis Collins calls me scientist in chief. I'm fascinated by this stuff. Graphene?
Graphene is one of the 50 materials we're using. Yeah.
I'm all over this.
So you know that.
Knock it out of the park.
On Thursday, the president woke up in Kansas, where he stopped in at the Community Children's Center to highlight the need for high-quality childcare for every budding American mind.
Did I see you on TV?
Good to see Jeremiah. Jeremiah's like, who are all these people? What are they doing in our classroom? I know. Cheese. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm getting kicked out. I've oversaid my. See you guys.
Then he made his way to KU's Anschutz Sports Pavilion to speak to a raucous gathering of students, faculty, and staff. Later that afternoon, back at the White House, the president welcomed three popular YouTube creators to serve as MCs for a live event from the East Room. So stay engaged with us online, and remember, you can find out more information about any of these topics and see complete videos of these events at whitehouse.gov. So thanks again for checking out this State of the Union edition of your West Wing Week.
Cheese.
And fruit. Carrots.
Broccoli. Who's going to help me up?